So Chia just went into circulation. That means transactions have been enabled, and I can finally sell all my Chia. And then I can move on to the next project. But that makes me wonder, is that what I really want to do? Is that what you want to do? These are some of the things I want to talk about in this video. Basically, this is my summary or the Caleb Curry Spark Notes version of the Chia live stream they just did, basically announcing that transactions are going and answering a lot of questions out there. There's a lot of juicy information in there if you want to know all the details, but this is going to be your condensed version with probably less details. So the big questions are pooling. Where's that going to be? Should we join a pool? Are there pools out there? Pricing and what exchanges are supporting Chia? Probably stuff with Netspace growth. Is that going to be slowing down anytime soon? These are some of the things we're going to cover. So we'll start with pooling. Before we start with pooling though, this is Coin Breakthrough and we post episodes every day at 10 a.m. Eastern Time at least. So if you enjoy cryptocurrency content, please be sure to subscribe, enable notifications, and stay tuned for upcoming content. Well, that was probably the fastest I've ever done that introduction, and I didn't even mess up, which is pretty crazy. So pooling. Right now there's really only one well-known pool, and it's not following an official Chia pooling protocol of any sort, and that is H-Pool. And the general consensus is to not do it. So if you've been considering, I would suggest waiting. Wait for some new pools that once Chia will release a pooling protocol, there will be numerous pools created, I'm sure, competing for that space. Until then, I would avoid H-Pool. It's really unclear how they work or what they're doing. And you can watch my video on that dedicated to that topic if you're interested. So the next question is, when will pools be a thing? They didn't give a date, but they did say it was pretty much number one priority because the net space is growing way faster than expected. And it's starting to be the case where everyday people like you and possibly me, I mean, I don't have that big of a farm, we might be a little too slow. We might not have enough storage. So in that situation, here's what's going to happen. Pools are going to come out soon. I don't know when, but soon, because it's a need for the network. When that happens, the question is, will we be able to take our plots that we already have and put them in that pool and continue to earn rewards, or do we have to replot? And here's how I understand it. All of the plots from the beginning up until now and a little bit into the future until this new update, which makes this change, will have to be replotted, which sucks. But anything after that update, it'll basically be made such that those plots can be moved into a pool in the future. So if you're watching this, maybe a couple days from now, that might already be a thing. So you might want to look into that. For those of you who already have plots made, if you ever want to put those in a pool, you're probably going to have to replot those. So that's the first thing. The second thing is price and where to actually buy Chia. Now, the big websites that are doing this right now are Gate.io, MXC.com, and Buybox. And there was, of course, Chia IOUs, and I'm sure a lot of those platforms are switching over to real Chia as we speak. So the problem, though, is, this isn't widely available. I can't just go to any of these apps. For example, I'm pretty sure every single one of these is not available to United States citizens. So what the heck? What am I to do? I don't know. So I'm just going to wait it out. And yeah, this is a very promising price, especially, it's good for me, right? Because, I just did my video announcing how much Chia I had. But the thing is, I'm not going to trust that price, and Bram essentially said the same thing, until enough exchanges have the availability to buy and sell Chia, and the prices come to agreement. So they're not hundreds of dollars apart on different exchanges. So there maybe is an opportunity for arbitrage across these different exchanges. I don't really know. Basically, buying them from exchanges, listing them for less, and selling them on exchanges, listing them higher. But I can't even access any of these exchanges as a U.S. citizen. So I'll be sure to announce when there is a U.S. exchange. Excuse me. Just this moment, it's just, I don't know, it just hit me. So currently the price is around 1,300. I don't expect it to hold there. I don't know if it'll go up or down, but I'm not expecting it to be that same price a few days from now or a week from now. The next thing is Netspace, and pretty much what they were saying is that they expect the Netspace to at least stay linear in its growth. It could go up higher than that. So it could be the case where, by the end of the month, the Netspace is just very, very large. But they were not convinced that this will just happen forever, because essentially if we kept the current growth rate, we would outpace all of the storage in the world. I don't know at what point that's going to happen. I mean, I don't think that'll ever happen, obviously, but I don't know at what point the slowing down is going to happen. So we'll just have to wait and see, but I imagine the growth will continue very quickly for a while, and then it'll start to slow down and be a lot more predictable. Then calculations will be a lot easier on basically trying to decide how much profit you can get from plots and all of that. Because right now you're calculating off of a net space that's going to reduce your rewards every single day. So that's not very handy when it comes to calculating profitability for Chia farming. Those are just some of my thoughts. I don't really have a whole lot else to say. Those are the main things. If you are trying to decide if you should plot or wait till the update that allows you to put your plots in a pool, I would suggest just plot. I mean, if you have the hardware already, get started, start figuring out any issues, and that'll help you when the time comes to switch to a pool. And the way they're trying to set it up is so that you can move from pool to pool without it being a huge deal, and this pool doesn't have to put a lot of trust in you. So they're working on some security issues with, I don't really know the details, but basically the ability to manipulate your earnings in a pool. They are working on fixing that system with the upcoming changes. So let me know in the comments section below your thoughts. Do you think that more exchanges will be adding Chia? They said that they didn't know or couldn't tell us yet, so that kind of gave me the impression that they know of a few. They're just not sharing yet. So it's probably under NDA and they're working on it. Do you think the price will hold? It's around 1,300 right now. And what do you think about pooling? Do you think it will come out very soon, and do you think it'll work well? Drop a comment in the comment section below on all your thoughts. This is just another quick update for the day. Like I mentioned, I'll be doing just some of these quick updates when I want to talk about stuff that is going on right in the moment. So I don't have to, plan and edit a whole entire video and make it this big thing. I want it to be very time sensitive. So that's all I have for today. Just a bunch of little things. So let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Please be sure to subscribe.